Imagine this, a simple penny, the kind you might have tossed in a jar or dropped under your car seat, is today worth $14.7 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, one tiny coin could buy a mansion, a luxury car collection, even set you and your family up for generations. Pause for dramatic effect. But here's the terrifying part, most people walk past these pennies every single day and never realize what they're holding. And by the time they discover the truth, it's too late, the fortune slips away. Could you be one of them? Let's find out. Pattern interrupt, with a light chuckle. And before you think, oh come on, it's just a penny, let me ask you this, if you saw $14 million lying on the ground, would you pick it up, or step over it on your way to Starbucks? Music shift, uplifting tone. In today's journey, we're diving deep into the incredible history, the hidden markers, and the shocking market secrets of the 1970 rare Lincoln penny. Stay with me, because this story isn't just about coins, it's about the possibility of transforming ordinary change into extraordinary wealth. Cliffhanger, and in a few minutes, I'll reveal the one specific detail on the 1970 penny that instantly separates a $1 million treasure from a worthless piece of copper. The deep dive/confrontation, 12 to 35 minutes, 1. History and origins, 12 to 20 minutes, talk about the Lincoln Cent series, first minted in 1909, context of the 1970s, U.S. economy shifting, Vietnam War, inflation, why certain mint errors happened, especially at San Francisco Mint, in 1970, something remarkable happened at the San Francisco Mint. A mistake. A misalignment. A double strike so subtle, most people didn't even notice it. But that tiny error created one of the most valuable modern coins in U.S. history. Sometimes, the smallest imperfections lead to the greatest fortunes. Humorous pattern interrupt, kind of like how we all thought bell-bottoms were cool in the 70s, and then we saw the photos years later. Cliffhanger, but here's where it gets wild, some of these pennies don't just have one error. They hide multiple layers of mistakes that make collectors' jaws drop and wallets open. 2. Identifying the $1 million penny, 20 to 28 minutes, the 1970s small date versus large date varieties, the double die verse, doubling on Liberty, and the date, how condition, MS 65 or higher, multiplies value exponentially. Now, here's where your fortune hangs in the balance. The difference between a regular penny and a $14.7 million treasure is just a small detail, the curve of a number, the sharpness of a word. Miss it, and you miss the wealth. Spot it, and you could hold in your hand a ticket to generational riches. Engagement trigger, rhetorical question, go ahead, pause this video, grab a magnifying glass, and check your 1970 pennies. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. 3. Market value and collector's obsession, 28 to 35 minutes, auction records, recent private sales, why demand keeps rising, fear trigger, fewer of these coins are being found every year. Once they're locked away in private collections, they may never see the light of day again. Urgency, if you ever find one, you can't afford to hesitate. And in just a moment, I'll tell you the story of one man who unknowingly spent his $1 million penny at a gas station, and why that mistake still haunts him. Resolution and inspiration, 35 to 50 minutes, 1. Real stories and missed fortunes, 35 to 42 minutes, stories of rare penny discoveries, the tragedy of missed wealth, someone selling a 1970s penny for face value. This isn't just about coins. It's about awareness. How many times in life do we overlook opportunities right in front of us? A penny. A decision. A detail. And that choice can mean the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. How to protect, grade and sell your penny, 42 to 47 minutes, coin grading, PCGS, NGC, storage tips, avoid scratches, protect copper shine, how to auction safely to reach high net worth collectors, pattern interrupt, light humor, and please, don't take your $1 million penny to a coin counting machine at the grocery store. Trust me, Coinstar doesn't hand out checks for $14.7 million. 3. Final inspiration and call to action, 47 to 50 minutes. So, here's the truth, the 1970 rare Lincoln penny isn't just a coin. It's a symbol, a reminder that wealth hides in plain sight. That sometimes, the smallest things carry the greatest value. That you, yes you, may already have the key to unimaginable fortune. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let ignorance rob you. And don't assume that treasure only belongs to someone else. Check your change, check your jars, check your pockets. Because wealth isn't always found on Wall Street, it might just be sitting in your hand. Yes, you heard that right. One single, tiny copper coin, the kind most people throw into a tip jar without a second thought, could be worth more than a mansion, more than a fleet of luxury cars, even more than some professional athletes make in a year. And that coin? The 1975 rare Lincoln penny. But here's the burning question, do you have one, and if you do, how would you even know? Fire emotional trigger, fear of missing out. Here's the terrifying reality, thousands of these coins passed through everyday hands decades ago. Some were lost in drawers, others spent in vending machines. Right now, one of them could be sitting in a jar in your own home, and you wouldn't even know it. Eyes pattern interrupt, humorous reset. Now, before you run to flip your couch cushions upside down or raid grandma's coin jar, hold on. We're going to walk through the exact reasons why this penny is so rare, so valuable, and how you can identify whether you're sitting on a multi-million-dollar jackpot, or just lunch money. The journey, history plus mystery plus rising tension. The history and origins. Abraham Lincoln first appeared on the U.S. cent in 1909, replacing the wheat penny. By the 1970s, millions of pennies were being struck each year, making it seem impossible for one coin to stand out, but 1975 was different. The U.S. Mint was preparing for America's bicentennial, and strange minting patterns emerged. Some coins were produced under experimental conditions, with errors and anomalies, the kind of errors collectors salivate over. Studio microphone, it's like finding a diamond in a pile of gravel. Out of hundreds of millions of pennies, only a handful are unique. And that's why collectors go wild for the 1975 Lincoln penny. Why this penny is worth millions. Ultra-rare mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchet strikes, condition matters, flawless, proof-like or uncirculated coins skyrocket in value, demand. Wealthy collectors will pay whatever it takes to own history. High-voltage emotional trigger, excitement plus urgency. Think about it. If someone at an auction waves their paddle and offers $13.9 million for a penny, they aren't just buying metal. They're buying bragging rights, status, and a piece of American history no one else can ever touch. Pattern interrupt, humor plus relatability. Now let me ask you, how many times have you walked past a penny on the ground and ignored it? Be honest. Most of us won't even bend down to pick it up. And yet, that tiny coin could be the difference between retiring in style, or working overtime at 70. Makes you think twice, doesn't it? Transition with a cliffhanger, but here's the part that shocks even seasoned collectors, the story of the man who discovered his 1975 Lincoln penny in the most unexpected way, and turned it into a multi-million-dollar windfall. Stay with me, because his story might just change the way you look at every coin in your possession. The payoff, climax plus resolution plus call to action, the million-dollar discovery storytelling. Introduce a real or dramatized collector who stumbled upon a rare 1975 penny in circulation. Build suspense. He doubted it at first, researched it, and then sent it for grading. The reveal, auction day. Sold for $13.9 million, changing his life forever. That day wasn't just about money. It was about possibility. It was proof that life-changing fortune can hide in the most ordinary places. What you need to do now: search your old jars, drawers, wallets, learn how to spot mint errors, get your coins graded by professional services, stay updated with coin auctions and markets. High voltage urgency. Every single day, people spend rare coins without realizing their value. Don't let your $1,000,000 penny slip through your fingers. Pattern interrupt. Reset the audience. Quick question: would you rather find a $13.9 million penny in your change, or win the lottery? Trick question: it's the same feeling, except the odds of the penny might actually be better if you know what to look for. Final cliffhanger and inspirational close studio microphone. And here's the truth: you never know what fortune is hiding in plain sight. So the next time you see a penny lying on the ground, ask yourself, is this just another coin, or is it the key to a future of wealth and freedom? Because one day, one of you watching this right now will find that penny. And when you do, you'll remember this moment. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a simple penny, and realizing it's worth more than a mansion in Beverly Hills. More than a Lamborghini, more than a yacht. One single copper-colored coin from 2015, a Lincoln penny, that could be worth a staggering $6 million. Yes, $6 million, for just 1 cent. Pause. Lean in, but here's the catch: most people never recognize it. They spend it. Lose it. Forget it. And just like that, their chance at life-changing wealth disappears forever. Emotional trigger, fear and urgency. What if right now, in your home, hidden in an old jar, or even inside your car's cup holder, you already have one of these? Would you even know how to spot it? Pattern interrupt. Humor. By the way, if you're one of those people who throws pennies in the trash, stop. You might literally be throwing away your retirement plan, or your kids' Ivy League tuition. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey, not just through the story of this incredible coin, but through history, wealth, and the mindset of people who seize opportunities versus those who let them slip away. Because this coin isn't just metal, it's a symbol. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why. The deep dive and rising tension, 1500 hours, 35:00, scene shift, archival photos of Abraham Lincoln, the U.S. Mint, and early pennies flash on screen. Let's rewind. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909, the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, pennies became everyday objects, ignored, tossed aside. But hidden among billions of ordinary coins, a handful of rare ones hold extraordinary value. And the 2015 Lincoln penny? It's the crown jewel. Emotional trigger, excitement. Why 2015? Because a rare misprint, a minting anomaly, and the sheer scarcity of flawless coins from that year combined to create a perfect storm. A single example recently hit the market, and whispers among collectors say it fetched nearly $6 million. But what makes this penny so special? Is it the design? The error? The condition? Or something even more shocking, something the mint doesn't want you to know? Deeper history and value, authoritative tone, wealthy collectors, hedge fund managers, and even celebrities are quietly entering the rare coin market. Why? Because coins like the 2015 Lincoln penny are tangible, inflation-proof assets. While stocks crash and real estate dips, coins like these rise in value, hidden treasures in plain sight. And let's be honest, it's the only time you can flip a penny and call it a $6 million decision. Urgency, fear of missing out. Here's the reality: there may be fewer than 10 of these pennies in existence. And every day, more coins get melted, lost, or damaged. That means every minute you wait, the odds of finding one decrease. Slow pan over luxury cars, mansions, and art collections, then back to the humble penny. This isn't just about a coin. It's about what the coin represents, the possibility of extraordinary wealth hidden in ordinary places. The power of paying attention when others are careless. The courage to believe in the unbelievable. Emotional trigger, inspiration. Think about it. The person who discovered the $6 million 2015 penny didn't stumble upon a winning lottery ticket. They noticed what others ignored. They dared to look closer. And that's the mindset that separates the wealthy from the ordinary. Cliffhanger, and here's the question burning in your mind: could you have one? Before this video ends, I'll reveal the exact signs to look for, so if you ever come across one of these pennies, you'll know whether you're holding a fortune. Practical value segment, authority, condition. Look for flawless, mint state quality, errors, double dies, misstrikes, or unusual details. Certification. Only certified coins can reach multi-million-dollar values, and no, licking the penny won't increase its value, but it might increase your hospital bill. Closing inspiration and urgency. Here's the truth: in life, opportunities don't come gift-wrapped. They come disguised, sometimes as a dirty penny in your pocket. Most people will overlook it. But a rare few will recognize it and change their lives forever. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a penny, and realizing it's not just 1 cent, it's worth more than a Beverly Hills mansion. Yes, I'm talking about the rare 2018 Lincoln penny, currently valued at an astonishing $4.60 million. Now, here's the real question: could you have one sitting in a jar at home right now without even knowing it? Pause, lean in, lower voice for dramatic effect. Stick with me until the very end, because I'm going to show you how one simple coin changed the lives of ordinary people, and why missing this information could cost you millions. Pattern interrupt, chuckle, and no, before you ask, this isn't one of those "send me your pennies and I'll check for you" scams. If I did that, I'd have $1 billion by now. Setup, history and legend of the Lincoln penny, 10 to 12 minutes. Origin story, brief history of the Lincoln penny from 1909, its role in U.S. culture, and how it became the most collected coin in America. Emotional angle, patriotism. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has been a symbol of honesty, integrity, and the working man's spirit. Transition cliffhanger, but little did the mint know, in 2018, one particular penny would become more valuable than most people's lifetime earnings. Pattern interrupt, humorous aside, isn't it funny? We complain when we drop a penny on the ground, but this one could buy you a yacht, or 3. The conflict, the 2018 rare penny mystery, 25 minutes, 1. The discovery, excitement and suspense. Introduce the discovery of the rare 2018 penny and what sets it apart: misstrike, composition error, or minting anomaly. Emotional trigger, fear. The truth is, most of these coins slipped right through everyday hands, and most people never realized what they had until it was too late. Cliffhanger, and here's the shocking part: you won't believe how simple the mistake was that turned an ordinary coin into a $4.6 million treasure. 2. The anatomy of value breakdown, rarity, condition, mint mark, demand, comparison to other million-dollar coins, e.g., 1943 bronze penny, 1913 Liberty nickel. Emotional trigger, excitement. It's like owning the Picasso of pennies, except smaller, shinier, and easier to lose in your couch cushions. Pattern interrupt, rhetorical. Speaking of that, when was the last time you checked under your car seats? Yeah, maybe pause this video later and grab a flashlight. 3. Market frenzy. Discuss how auctions skyrocketed the coin's value to $4.6 m. Emotional trigger, urgency. Values are still climbing. Imagine this, today it's $4.60 million, tomorrow? Who knows? The opportunity clock is ticking. Cliffhanger, and if you think this is rare, wait until you hear about the handful of other 2018 variations that experts believe could exist but haven't been found yet. 4. Stories of the fortunate few. Share anecdotes, fictionalized if needed, of collectors who found life-changing coins. Emotional trigger, inspiration. One man found his $1 million penny in a forgotten coffee can his grandfather left behind. He went from middle class to millionaire overnight. Humorous aside, makes you want to call grandma right now and ask if she's hiding jars of pennies in the attic, doesn't it? Resolution, how to seize the opportunity, 10 to 12 minutes. 1. How to identify a rare 2018 penny. Educate viewers on signs, double die errors, unusual mint marks, colorations, or weight. Authoritative tone, this isn't guesswork, it's science, history, and market demand all combined. 2. The emotional payoff. Fear trigger, for every collector who strikes gold, there are thousands who ignored the signs and tossed away fortunes. Excitement trigger, but you, yes, you watching right now, are no longer one of them. 3. The lifestyle vision. Paint picture of wealthy lifestyle, luxury homes, travel, financial freedom. This isn't about hoarding coins, it's about unlocking wealth that allows you to live life on your terms. Pattern interrupt, cheeky, and no, I'm not saying your penny jar is your new retirement plan, but then again, maybe it is. 4. The closing cliffhanger and call to action. Cliffhanger, experts believe there are still a handful of these 2018 pennies hidden in circulation. Will one of them end up in your hands? Call to action, check your coins. Share this video with friends and family, because someone out there might just be sitting on $4.6 million and not even know it. And trust me, you don't want it to be the guy next door while you missed your chance. The 2018 Lincoln penny is more than just currency, it's a story of luck, opportunity, and the incredible value hiding in plain sight. Remember, wealth often whispers before it shouts. Listen closely, act wisely, and who knows, maybe your fortune is already in your pocket. Until next time, keep searching, keep believing, and never underestimate the power of a single coin.